Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Cologne podcast. I'm Myke.
And I'm Ryan.
And we're just two best friends giving our uneducated opinion on the world of fragrances.
That we do.
Today, Ryan, we're covering another brand new fragrance.
Yes, we are.
We're looking at Tom Ford's Ombre Leather Parfum. Let me tell you what salty chip dust from Fragrantica has to say about it.
Oh, Lord, I'm ready.
All right, Mr. Salty Chip Dust says, I'll need to test this one a bit more, but I honestly couldn't tell a difference between the new Parfum and my original Ombre. It smelled great, but unless it lasts longer, it weren't a purchase.
Interesting.
Yes.
Well, we're about to see if Salty Chip Dust is preaching the gospel or selling snake poison.
But first, Ryan, we've got to get into our one-night stand review of that futuristic fragrance, Phantom, by Paco Rabanne.
Yeah. One-night stand review.
Well, what'd you think after spending the night with Paco Rabanne's futuristic love machine?
It's going to be a no for me, dog.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, isn't it?
Oh, my Lord. It just didn't last very long.
It really didn't. I'm going to say, I know people like to have specific numbers, you know. I don't know why, but people like specific numbers. I would say 3 or 4 hours.
That's where I was going to go with it, about 3 hours.
Which, it's okay, but it really became a skin scent pretty quickly.
Well, that's the thing. If it was 3 hours of rock hard action, and then we jumped into another 3 hours of a skin scent, that'd be one thing. But when we spray it on and an hour later walk out of the studio,
and it's like close to your skin, you can barely smell it.
Yeah, after an hour, well, that's not even going to get us to town.
It smelled good, but it is so sweet that I feel like for the average male over 25, it's too young for you.
Yeah.
The bottle's weird. The advertisement is even weirder.
Yeah, I remember because I've told you I brought one of my kiddos in whenever I got the sample of it, and we didn't mention it, but the actual advert that's up is like a dude with an alien mask on and like a chick. So it's robot,
like a blue chick.
Yeah, robots, aliens, phantoms. What the hell is going on, Paco Rabanne?
The advertisement and everything, nothing lines up with this. It's such a weird drop to me.
And you know my disdain for the 1 million bottle.
Yes.
It's like they keep getting worse.
The funny thing is I've always liked the design of the 1 million gold bar bottle. I think that's pretty smart. And he has hated ever since we first laid eyes on it.
It's just cheesy.
Okay, but compared to what they're dropping now, is it that cheesy?
Well, I mean, that's what I'm about to say, is the robot's even worse.
Yeah, the 1 million gold bars looking like Raja Dove bottles over here.
Which we just did an interview with Fat Boy Fragrance from YouTube. That'll be coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
The whole time I couldn't stop staring. We had him on video chat. I couldn't stop staring at the Paco Rabanne Phantom bottle in the background. It's like, good Lord, that looks so dumb.
Yeah, I cannot stand that bottle. So it's, for us, I guess it's a skip. I mean, obviously, anybody can go out there and try and sample it, but it's too familiar with the scent.
Yeah.
And the name is pretty cool, personally to me. I think Phantom's cool. You would think they would have done something, and especially since they're going with this futuristic vibe, an alien, otherworldly vibe, you would think it would be so different, you know?
Yeah.
But it's not. It's similar to a million other things.
I would call it like Paco Rabanne artificial intelligence or something dumb like that. Don't waste Phantom on this.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. It's not even worth it. Don't even sample it. I mean,
he's taking a harsh stance on it.
Eventually we got to, and this is one where I'm like, if you've smelled 1 million, you're close enough.
Yeah, and if you smelled Ultramol, it's a toned down version of that.
Yeah, but barely.
It's wild. I'm just not a fan of it. And again, even if it was amazing, I'd feel weird having that bottle.
I don't want it on my shelf. I will say this, as far as one night stand reviews go, I'm going to even dip back further to Dior Sauvage Elixir, because when we came into the studio, we've still got the tester strip out. It is still going strong.
A couple of days later.
Yeah, like 4 days later.
Yeah, I'm going to have to, we do need to dip on that for just a split second here, because it's not a bad smell. It is a good smell. I just don't really align up with Sauvage, but I will say The dry down on that is really interesting.
Yeah.
And for sure on the clothes, that thing will come off when you wash it off.
Maybe not even then.
It is stout. I was legitimately shocked.
The more it dries down, the better it gets to me.
It does get a lot better. It really does.
So spray it on a shirt 5 days before you want to wear it. All right. Let's get into today's scent of the day.
Tom Ford Ombre Leather Parfum. Yeah, this bottle, I like it. I don't know if I like it more than the original one, but there's really nothing much you can compare difference other than that they changed the font to black and the background white.
Yeah, and the top, top cap.
Top cap is white as well with the font.
Yeah, the logo, Tom Ford TF on top is white too. I like it. I honestly think it should probably be reversed. The EDP should be white and then the Parfum should be black. But, you know, whatever.
Well, you ready to try
Mr. Ford didn't call me and go, you know, Mike, we're getting ready to roll out this brand new fragrance. We know you guys have like 20 or 30 people listening. What do you think?
Well, I'm spraying it and we'll tell you what we think. Man, it smells really, really good. Of course, we're both huge fans of the original Ombre Leather. It's really the first high-end smell other than any other designer thing that we've ever smelled.
Yeah.
And huge fans of Ombre Leather.
I'm going to go ahead and spray the EDP on the other arm.
Okay. Oh, he's ready to compare it out the gate.
That's why I picked that review as well, because that's the big thing is it worth the purchase? Is it different enough to warrant the purchase? It is.
God, I don't know. How did he say? He said they smelled similar? That salty chip crumb dude? What did Breadcrumbs say?
Mr. Breadcrumbs said he'd have to test it some more.
Oh, he did. Okay.
But he didn't know if it was different enough. He probably wasn't smelling them side by side.
They are definitely different.
They really are.
Man.
So to me, the Parfum, which I guess you would assume it would be more toned down.
Yeah.
But the Parfum to me is the softer, smoother leather. And the EDP has more bite to it, a little more masculine.
Yeah, 100%. Right off the top, the original Ombre Leather, the EDP, when you put that on, it's like you just threw on a biker's jacket.
Yeah.
You're ready to go to the bars and start throwing darts and smoking and picking up peanuts out and drinking beer. It's got a tough grit to it.
See, in my mind, the Parfum is like brown leather and the EDP is like black leather.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. The Parfum, it definitely has a little bit of a sweeter vibe to it.
Yes, definitely.
Some people say kind of effeminate a little bit, and I'm kind of okay with that.
It leans more unisex.
Definitely.
And I told you, like, going to the Tom Ford boutique, there's a lady there named Lamina, and she was saying that she and other women will wear ombre leather.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to kill you if you keep hitting that.
Sorry.
We got new pop filters. Ron's punching it like a speed bag over there.
I'm taking some frustration out on it.
Yeah, he's got some personal issues he's trying to work through. But I think this is more of a unisex version of ombre leather. I think you could get away with it more because it's a more rounded, smoother leather fragrance.
I agree, man. It is definitely way more wearable. I don't know. I get this vibe like it's more of a fragrance than what the original Ombre Leather is. Ombre Leather is like almost gourmandish in a way, if that makes sense, because it's just like strictly a leather jacket. I know gourmand means food, but it's like its own little niched out genre. It's just like, you want to smell like a leather jacket? There it is.
I get what you're saying. It's more like a scenario or a scene rather than a scent.
Yeah, and the Parfum is more of a scent. And it definitely would be more wearable and not so polarizing.
I like ombre leather EDP better on the skin, and I like the Parfum better on the strip or the clothing.
Yeah.
Because on the strip, the Parfum it smells great.
Yeah,
it's almost got a fruity vibe, which I know a lot of people said Tuscan leather has like this raspberry note in it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what everybody kind of talks about. Never smelled that. Maybe my eyes have been open. I need to re-experience it.
Yeah.
But on the strip, there is more of a sweet, fruitier vibe to the Parfum than there is to Ombre Leather EDP.
Yeah, I agree. It's nice.
They're both great, though. It's like, we're not going to come out of here with a bad fragrance. If you have the EDP,
Yeah.
you got a great fragrance.
Yeah.
If you buy the Parfum, you've got a great fragrance. There's no trash talking going to happen today.
No, they're both really done well. These are some of my favorites from Tom Ford's line of anything. Because they're so, I don't know, I just feel like the leather is so good. In fact, we've smelled a couple of different things that are supposed to be leather and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know, this feels like genuine leather when I'm smelling it. It's the craziest thing.
Yeah, there are a few leather fragrances that really knock me off my socks.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Feet. I don't care. Look, it's been a wild day. I think African Leather by Memo Paris.
Yeah.
That one was like a wow moment.
Yeah.
Ombre Leather, Tom Ford. And then that whatever blueberry leather that he showed us at the scent room from
that one was crazy.
Lubin, whatever the...
Lubin.
whatever that brand was.
Yeah.
That blueberry leather type thing he showed us too was like an incredible experience.
Yeah.
There have been some leather fragrances that I was like, hell no. But definitely when it comes to Tom Ford, let's talk, Ryan, about how it's trending.
It's trending really hard right now, obviously, because
it just
came out.
Yeah.
But it is trending hard. But there's only a few comments. I guess it's pretty fresh. It's only been like a week or two, maybe.
Yeah. And this one is something that you...
Go ahead. Sorry.
You need a couple of wears on.
Yeah.
I feel like. And to be fair, I've done a few wears with this already. And I'm going to say I love it.
Man, it has a really cool... I actually kind of love the scent on the skin really a lot, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying in comparison, I like the EDP better on the skin than I do the Parfum.
God, I may be totally different from you.
That does not surprise me at all.
Yeah, man. It just does something great on the skin for me. I love it. Okay. Who is wearing... I mean, we kind of established who wears ombre leather.
Yes.
It's like kind of a masculine person, I would say.
For sure. Yeah, I think we did cowboy,
Something
walking
like that.
dusty, whatever.
Who is wearing the Parfum?
I think more people.
Yeah, that's the best way to say it.
Hey, more cowboys.
And cowgirls.
Hey, you should. I really think, ladies, we know 11% of you are women out there listening right now.
Yeah.
All 11% of you should go get a sample of Ombre Leather Parfum and try it out.
I think they would love it, seriously.
And I would love it on them.
I would too, man. That's a good smell. It's like, I don't want to say it's well blended, but it's well done because it's like just the right amount of soft leather and just the right amount of soft, like sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Like nothing really overrides each other. It's like perfectly put together. And I'm just like, man, that smells really good.
See, I know a lot of people are chasing after Tuscan leather, but I'm going to be honest with you. It was a little overwhelming whenever I smelled it.
I need to smell that one.
Because it was like, leather, This one, it's leather, but it's not such like a kick in the jaw.
Yeah.
It's smoother. It's more enjoyable. There's something going on with it that I really like, and it's not abrasively pungent leather.
Yeah. It is really nice. Okay.
Skip it.
Sample it.
Buy it.
What are you going to do, Mike?
Well, I can let the cat out of the bag now. I knew that I loved ombre leather so much. I went ahead and just blind bought it.
Yeah.
And hopefully nobody hears this, but I put it on my credit card. Because it is a purchase.
Yeah.
It's hefty, but it's worth it to me. Here's the thing I was going to say before you rushed us right into the skip it, sample it, buy it, Ryan.
Sorry.
Was that there's been a couple of other times, but this made me realize, when we first got into this, I just assumed EDT was okay.
Yeah.
EDP was better.
Yeah.
Then a Parfum is what you really want.
Yeah.
But the more we've experienced different concentrations of the same fragrances, the more we kind of agree that sometimes the EDT is best. Sometimes the Parfum is best. Sometimes the EDP is best.
Exactly.
Depending on what you want out of it. I wanted a bottle of it, for sure.
Yeah.
But if they didn't have it available and I needed ombre leather and I just bought the EDP again, I would be equally as happy.
Yeah.
I really like the EDP. Still love it. So, Mr. or Miss Listener, you're going to have to get out there and try it and see which one speaks to you most. But both are fantastic, but I think a little bit different of an experience on either one.
I would even say this, too. I'm going to say two things. I'm going to say first with this, what he just ended off on. You definitely need to experience both of them, but I wouldn't recommend doing what we're doing right now. Don't do them side by side.
Right.
Because they're really different fragrances in a sense. And if you just say, oh, I'm thinking about leather, well, Ombre Leather is crazy pungent.
Sure.
Whereas this one, it is loud too, but it's softly done. I would say wear one day, go sample it, whatever, get a little decant of it, whatever you got to do, and then experience the next one the next day and see which one you really kind of like. But I would definitely say either one's going to be a great purchase, but I'm really kind of glad they did drop this Parfum because I do think it is, to me, more personally, it's more wearable.
Here's what I think too, and I'm sure other people have said this by now, but if I were working an office job, I'd wear the Parfum to the office.
100%.
Then when it's date night time, I'd go ahead and layer on a little EDP on the top of it and go impress the world.
100%. I agree with that, man. This is a lot safer for doing regular stuff or going into to work or whatever. And the other one definitely is more of it's because it's too much of one thing. It's got to be like an important event of something of some sort.
Yeah.
But I agree with that.
Well, the other day I came in, after I bought it, I brought it up here to the studio for us to use. So I wasn't going to wear it. I even told myself I wasn't going to wear it.
Yeah.
But then one day I snuck up here and sprayed it on to wear it.
He wore it.
And a few hours later, you came in, or we both came in together. I pretty much came to the studio, sprayed it, and left.
Yeah.
And then we came back up here later to work on some things. And you were like, is that Ombre Leather? When was that sprayed? It's like a few hours ago, and it was still lingering in the air.
Loud.
Yeah.
Really loud. It smells good. I'm telling you, people are not going to be unimpressed with this. They're going to like it. Especially if you like the original Ombre Leather, you're going to like this because it's a little bit of that leather, but it's something a little bit different.
It's a new experience for sure. I think it's a little bit easier to wear in probably warm weather.
Yeah. Well, I do need to say one thing though, real quick.
Okay.
To watch on my mind, because he was talking about EDT, EDP, and Parfum. Let's do a fragrance philosophy episode on that because I really wanted to say something, but I was like, better just to save it for another episode versus going all over the top of this.
Yeah, we can do this. EDTs, EDPs, parfums, and elixirs now.
And extracts.
Extracts, good look. We'll have to do a little bit of research before we jump into that. But now that we've been able to experience a few of those, and now we've both had different conclusions on the same thing of going like, sometimes you like the EDT version, and I go, no, I resonate with the parfum better. Yeah. That would be a great, you know what, Ryan? Surprisingly enough, sometimes you really do still serve a purpose.
I try.
There you go. I agree with you. We'll throw that on the board. Let us know, by the way, if you've got an idea for an episode you really want to hear. Wow, we want to dig deep into the minds of two idiot Texans and see what they think about this, or this. Email us at thecolognepodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what you want to hear about, and we'll do it.
And by the way, be listening in the next day or two. We're going to be announcing the winner for our $20 gift card to myfragrancesamples.com.
That's right.
I'm going to read one of the emails we got this week that was for that from our boy Aaron. He says, first off, his title for his email was "Throw My Name into $20 Gift Card." He said, "Hi, Myke and Ryan. Enjoying the episodes. I'm another Raja Dove fan. I've been getting my fragrances from reddit.com/r/fragsplits, but you guys have opened up my eyes to new scents. I have to track down the Oolong Cha from Nishani. And I have to agree, you better track it down because it's good."
Yeah. And I'll tell you right now, if you win this $20 gift card, you can find it at myfragrancesamples.com.
That's where we got our first sniff of it.
Yeah. We've had so many emails come in, and we keep telling everybody, look, the reason why I actually had somebody remark and say, like, you guys must have got sponsored by myfragrancesamples.com so early on in this podcast because they were like, by episode 8, you've said it 1,000,000 times. It's not because we got sponsored. It was because we kept getting such a great experience out of myfragrancesamples.com.
Yeah.
To where we kept saying it as like, you guys don't know, but this is a great resource if you're looking to get into decanting, if you're looking to try new fragrances without risking a blind buy. It's a great way to do it. So likewise, you looking for Oolong Cha? Mark Mobley over at myfragrancesamples.com. Got you covered, Aaron.
And when you order a couple of things there, he always kind of throws in a little something.
Yes.
And that's how we've discovered some sense for this podcast that we ended up using.
That's how we discovered Wulong Cha, because episode 5 was Hashavat. And when we ordered that from myfragrancesamples.com, he sent in a free sample of Wulong Cha.
Yeah.
I almost didn't show Ryan because I loved it so much. I wanted to use it all by myself.
Well, he's stingy like that.
With certain things. Cookies, fragrances. Yeah, I'm on the stingy side.
Well, Aaron also writes, keep up the good work. Keep going between the niche and designer fragrances. Since you've done whispers in the library, I'd encourage you to do Jazz Club too. Spray it up, y'all, from another Texan.
Ooh.
Well, howdy.
Howdy, y'all. Yeah, and Jazz Club's actually been on the board for a little while.
It has. So our board kind of started off. I feel like we've come alive now at the very end of this podcast. Y'all have to forgive us. It really has been a long day. We had to do it with some other stuff was coming up. Life, lunch.
Yeah. All the L words.
Yeah. But we have a list here that has got God knows how many written on the board here on this board. And what we usually do is we kind of take away from that board and we say, hey, this week, let's do that one.
Right.
This one. And
it's
Jazz
like
Club's been out there forever.
It's like a pond that we can fish in. They're not like in order, but it's like, hey, here's the ones to choose from. There's probably not even a 10th of them on the board now because we have so many that have come in. Originally, because we started off so small, the little free samples that we would get from Mark, we would use as episodes, but now it goes into the random sample bag because we've just got so many.
Yeah. So we will put that on the board here ASAP. And that's what happens. You write us an email, you ask us to do something, and we just do it.
Yeah.
We're followers.
I'm going to pull out a skeleton from the closet.
Oh, God.
Real quick. A while back, one of our friends of the podcast requested we do La Lique. And then we just did that interview with Fat Boy Fragrance, and he mentioned it again.
That's right.
It had a special scent memory for him.
Yeah.
We've got to do that one pretty soon.
Let's do it.
We'll do that. Aaron, we'll do Jazz Club. We got so many coming up. We're going to take care of you, but be sure to listen because we're going to do another announcement here pretty soon. We'll let you know what the next 3 new fragrances we're going to be doing, and we'll announce the winner on that announcement.
There you go. That's how we roll. If you like this episode and want to hear more of them, make sure to follow us on Spotify and other platforms.
Yep.
And if you'd like to buy us a coffee, make sure to check out buymeacoffee.com/Cologne podcast. Anything you donate there goes back into the show and hosting, fragrances, what have you.
Yep.
So we really appreciate everybody out there. And honestly, we've really been getting a lot of emails and more follows on Instagram and stuff like that, and messages on Instagram. We appreciate all of you guys reaching out to us, and we really do try to set aside a little bit of time to really fully respond to your emails and not just give you a like and say thanks. So
yeah,
we do appreciate it.
It's more than that. Like the guys who regularly email in, I feel like we're becoming good friends with.
Oh, for sure.
We want to build that relationship with all you guys and gals out there listening, so be sure to email in, and that is going to be the way that you're entered in to win the gift card, which, by the way, not just this week, every week, we're going to be able to give away $20 towards myfragrancesamples.com. All you have to do is make sure you enter the conversation with us so that we know who you are and what you enjoy wearing.
It's that simple.
Boom, baby.
All right, guys. Spray it up, y'all.
Spray it up, y'all.